So their job is to keep you from being found.
Exactly.
Your job as a consumer is to find Andy and his team, make sure that you're one of the people that are saving that money. Well, we're back at Utah Business Spotlight. I am super excited. Hit like, hit subscribe, share the content, help Utah businesses grow. That's what we're doing here as a community. I am so excited to bring you somebody who's a friend of mine. I've been watching this young gentleman for years. He is on fire, a complete juggernaut in the real estate industry. My friend Andy Zhao, he is the founder and CEO of Kai Mortgage. They're a wholesale broker of mortgages, man. You got to know these guys. They're absolutely killing it. Andy, I am so stoked about your growth and what you're doing. It's been cool to watch you, brother.
Yeah, it's been exciting because I think 2 years ago, you would have never thought about some of these things. And now I'm here. It's like, wow, where can we keep growing?
Yeah, and you have people working for you. They're doing well.
It's crazy.
And people, everybody in the community, everybody in the real estate community is watching you. And, as you know, I coach a lot of some of the biggest names in real estate out here. And it's been crazy. So we're going to hit some big problems today.
Okay.
We're going to talk about who your best clients could be.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about some innovation because you are completely innovating mortgages.
Yeah.
So I want to get some perspective on that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the big problem. What is something that the public often gets wrong about you and the industry of mortgages? What's something that they get wrong?
That's a great question because I think at the end of the day, it comes down to what education the consumers are receiving, right? And one of the biggest thing is kind of what you mentioned in the beginning. We're a wholesale mortgage broker. When someone's thinking of getting a mortgage, they just think about, oh, I'm getting a mortgage. They don't actually think about where I'm actually getting it from. Yeah. And the difference it makes when you're getting it, depending on, okay, are you getting it from a bank? Are you getting it from a retail bank? Are you getting it from a mortgage broker? Here's the thing. There was a stat when working with a mortgage broker, the average consumer per transaction, they save like $1,000 to $2,000 minimum, like on average. And so I think people don't recognize that because they're not taught that.
Yeah. And well, why would it be taught?
Yeah.
Think about from a marketing standpoint, this is mostly about marketing. Am I incentivized as a retailer to talk about wholesalers?
No.
Completely. And there's more retailers than wholesalers.
Exactly.
So their job is to keep you from being found.
Exactly.
Your job as a consumer is to find Andy and his team, make sure that you're one of the people that are saving that money. So if I'm hearing you right, the problem is that people don't understand the difference between retail and wholesale, and they don't even know, in many cases, it even exists at all.
Exactly. They think of it, I'm just getting a mortgage. What's the difference? Or maybe the rates are the same. The fees are the same. Everyone follows the same rules, but that's not the case.
So if you could share, what do your best customers love most about you and what you do? What are your best customers?
I think my best customers, not only do they understand we're getting them a fantastic deal, but also we actually care for every single customer that we work for, right? We're not a call center, where you call in, get a mortgage, and that's the end of the deal, right? I think our best customers know that, hey, we're putting them before our own pockets, right? We're putting their mortgage and how we want to structure their wealth before just our commissions, right? And there's a lot of companies out there, all they're thinking about is how much can I profit off of that? But we're not like that. We put them first because we understand we take care of we're going to be taken care of, right? So that's the biggest thing I think our best customers think of us, right? Cool. More than just like the commission, it's like, okay, we put the relationship first.
I love that, and we're going to get back to that because I'm going to tie it in.
Yeah.
Innovation. Where's the future of mortgages? What do you see changing, and what are you adapting over the next 12 to 24 months? How is your industry changing, and what are you doing to ride the wave instead of get caught in the tsunami?
So that's a great question, because now I'm the founder of Kai Mortgage. Now I feel like I'm leading a whole group of people right now. And as I'm talking with other mortgage companies, I think if you're not innovating, you're either forced to die or you're forced to evolve, right? You really have two different options. And here's how I see the perspective of the industry. And I think number one, it comes down to convenience of getting a mortgage, how fast and how easy to get a mortgage. For example, DoorDash, in 2019, they did around like $800 million in revenue. 2020, they did 2.8 billion. And then in 2021, they did almost 5 billion. You can see their potential growth. Everyone wants to be more convenient on every scale, right? So, and I recognize that, hey, how can we make getting a mortgage easier, faster, and cheaper, right? So now with AI and everything like that, I think it's not that AI is going to take over our industry. It's how we leverage it to make the consumer experience so much easier and faster. Are we waiting on underwriting approval for 3 days? How can that be an hour? How can that be done in the next 15 minutes instead of waiting 2 days on that? Of can we have certain things done without the client even worrying about it? Right. And I think a lot of mortgage companies, they're still using outdated technology that doesn't work for the consumer. That's just because they've been using it forever. They're comfortable with it. But as things are changing, it's just how can we leverage the things in front of us and using it for the benefit of our clients, right? You know, the coolest thing is 50 years ago, you might need 50 people working on something to get the same thing done. Now with technology, you might only need one person, 2 people, and equate to how much you can get done with 50 people, right? So
you take the same 50 people,
Yeah.
you're going to get 25 times more done
Exactly.
if you needed 2 people, or 50 times more done. And if you can, so here's the interesting part. I want to share this with you.
Yeah.
So I love that you want to get it done faster. Speed creates frequency.
Yes.
So the faster I can get answers about my mortgage, the faster I am prepared to buy a home.
Yes.
The faster I am to make a decision, I'd like a little bit more mortgage.
Yes.
Right? So now I can prepare. And this is something that's interesting. If you guys are understanding marketing, speed isn't about just solving the problem. It's about creating frequency in your business. If you can turn over if you can help people find an extra 10% or 20% in their mortgage approval propensity to get a mortgage of the right size. So I go from $100,000 to $120,000 mortgage, just for the sake of the conversation. My business went up by 20%. The commissions in my business went up by 20%. And the consumer is happier and more likely to recommend me because they got more, faster, and easier with less friction. So this is a very important thing when we're talking about marketing. So I want to go back when I asked you, what do your customers love most about you? As a person who's gotten a lot of mortgages, my biggest thing that I love about what you guys do is how fast you do it. If you can get me approved in 7 to 14 days versus a retailer is going to be 30 to 60, sometimes 90 days. We need one more document. We need to know that, we need the DNA of your firstborn. We need to know, are you going to have more kids, right? They're asking, so it feels even worse than it is because they're dragging the process out.
Correct.
And as the consumer, I want the process to be over because it's nerve-wracking. I'm taking all my money in most cases. I'm finding all my money to put it onto this house. So I love that you can do it for less money. But I also think that it allows you, if your number one thing, so if you're marketing and you're talking about, one of the things that we do better than everybody else is we really service our clients in a way where we share with them not only how much we care about them, that we're there for them, not only until the mortgage is acquired, but through the process. And now here's what's interesting. Because our process is so much faster, that makes a bigger difference. We're getting you approved and we're staying with you until you close, because our approval rating always, in most cases, supersedes when your closing date is. We're going to get you approved much faster, and we're going to stay with you during that time period, which that's a value add. And I think if you start to think about it in that way and lead with it in that way, you're going to take your business even to the next level. And it's so incredible. If you guys haven't found Kai Mortgage, please look these guys up. Andy is killing. How many people do you have working for you now?
So I have 8.
8 mortgage officers, 8 loan officers?
Yeah, 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did you open?
She was like February. Yeah.
So you're bringing on more than one broker or officer a month?
Yeah, and I potentially have 4 more joining next month. So it's just growing, right? It's just people are seeing what we're doing, and it's kind of very much like a lot of attraction. People are just coming.
And that is, and one of the things I want to share with you, if you're looking for a career, definitely look Andy up. But I also want to share with you the reason that you're growing is because you're relentless. You are nonstop. You're the first one up and the last one to go to sleep. It doesn't matter what time I text you, right? You're like, you're always there. You're always accessible to your team and to your customers. And I love that. And where are you? How do people get in touch with you?
Yeah, my team, I mean, personally, my social is Real Andy Zhao everywhere. Real Andy Zhao everywhere. Real ANDYZHAO everywhere. And then at Kai Mortgage is Kai Mortgage, right? So KAI Mortgage, all spelled out. So Real Andy Zhao, follow me.
I love that. Well, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Get out there, start to market your business like you mean it. Follow Andy. This kid is just nothing but inspiration, guys. You can do it. I believe in you.